Okay. Oh, let me just move this down. Okay, so really happy to be together again. And as Jerry said, Wednesday is his favorite day, so it's now become my favorite day. And I had a lot of anxiety last night about coming to class today and what I was going to say, but it was really nice to hear Donna's words about her son, and I think we're all going to be good, and we're going to stick together, and we're here with each other, and we're here for each other. So that being said, let's have a nice practice together. We're going to start laying down on your back. So be comfortable. Feel free to put something under your head, a pillow or a folded blanket. So take a few moments here to just take it in and then let it out. Let it go. So we're all learning through this crazy experience that we're in right now. We're all learning so much about ourselves and how we handle the different disappointments that keep coming up. But I also feel like there's so many awesome opportunities that have come up through this pandemic, just spending time at home with our families, connecting with people that maybe we haven't connected with in a long time, reaching out to people in need. So just taking that all in right now, filling up your heart with all of the things that we have learned from this awful experience, but what we've learned, what we've gained, and what we can take from it. So for the next hour or so, let's just spend some time breathing, trying to relax the body, find calm and peace in the mind. And just try to be grounded and present. So right here in this moment, not thinking about tomorrow or the future, right this moment, just right here. Feel the rise and fall of the chest and belly as you breathe. Relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Soft muscles around the face. Relaxing the jaw. And just letting your breath flow with ease. So from here, let's gently hug the knees into the chest. Feel your low back get a nice gentle stretch as you lift the tailbone. So the knees really draw in. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. And then let's just come right into moving the body with the breath. So as you inhale, arms reach up and back behind you. Feet lift up towards the ceiling. You can have a soft bend in the knees if the legs feel tight, or just trying to find some length, opening up the shoulders. So we'll pause here for just a moment, breathing deeply. You can point and flex the feet. You can make some circles with the ankles. You can bend the elbows if you need more support for reaching the hands up and back. And then let's take a few breaths here. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, let's hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, legs lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. Here, let's relax the head on the floor. Let the left foot come down to the floor. The right leg reaches up towards the ceiling. A nice soft, gentle knee. Just pause here, pressing the thigh into your hands. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Let the left leg go straight along the floor if you'd like. So not thinking too much about the pose itself, but just coming into this pose where the leg is lifted, your hands are holding on to the back of the leg for support. Let the eyes be closed. You can let your left leg be soft. You don't have to even flex your right foot. You can just pause here and breathe. We'll just try to find a gentle softness here. So not forcing anything. The knee can be bent if the leg is not comfortable straight. And just feel what you feel. Take a nice full deep breath in, and then a full deep breath out. And then here, let's just bend the left knee so the left foot is on the floor. Come into a gentle figure four. The right ankle crosses over the left leg above the knee, and then a gentle sway of the shape of your legs left to right. So just letting the legs go. It can be little. This doesn't need to be big. Notice that you might start to feel something in your low back, so go gentle and slow. And then we'll bring the legs back to center. 3 options. 1, stay right here, right hand on the right knee, and just breathe. Option 2, bring your left foot closer to the left seat. Keep it down on the floor. Option 3, reach for the back of your left thigh. Draw the left knee into the chest. And again, once you come into the pose, just pause. You don't need to flex your right foot. You don't need to do anything with your left foot. Relax the shoulders. Soften the face. We're only focusing on drawing the left knee gently in towards the left shoulder. Maybe swaying the shape of your legs just a little bit over to the left. And again, we're finding softness in this pose. So the body is completely relaxed, allowing any stress to just melt away from the hip, any tightness there, any tension. Let the shoulders be down away from the ears, and let your breath flow with ease. Take a nice deep full breath in. And then as you exhale, we're gently going to release the left foot down to the floor. So 3 options here. I'm going to start off with the deepest option here. So option 1 is cross your right thigh over the left thigh. Scoot your hips over to the right. Legs drop over to the left. Arms reach away from each other. If that's too deep, legs aren't crossed. They're just stacked. Legs drop over to the left. Option 3, both feet planted down on the floor. Just the left leg opens to the left. Keep the right leg stable. And this is a modified twist. So find what works for you. Once you're there, let everything go. Nothing flexed, nothing engaged. Let the body just melt. As if you could just melt down into your mat. You can gently turn your head over your right shoulder, but only if you can relax the neck. So the arms are reaching away from each other, but soft elbows. Feel the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe. Try to take in positive energy, positive thoughts when you breathe in. And thinking of letting go when you breathe out. Anything that's heavy, just let it go when you breathe out. The ability to breathe feels so important right now. Being able to breathe deep, telling the nervous system to allow the body to relax, feeling a little bit more in control. So when you can control your breath, it gives us a little bit more of a powerful sense of being grounded. Let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's bring the legs back to center. Uncross them if they're crossed. Even out the hips, hug the knees into the chest. Let's take 3 breaths together here. Inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift. Just feel open. And exhale, hug it in. Option to have the forehead to the knees, bringing everything in. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug the knees in. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. From here, relax the head, feet come down to the floor, left leg reaches up towards the ceiling. So you're interlacing your hands behind your left thigh. The right leg can go straight. Let's relax the right leg and the right foot. Let's relax the left foot. You can feel your thigh pressing into your hands, relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. And then just be here. Maybe you move the head left to right. Relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Let your back be supported by the floor. And just allow the breath to flow, the blood to flow. Take one more nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, let's bend the right knee so the right foot's on the floor. Come into that gentle figure 4. The left ankle rests on the right knee. A gentle sway left to right with the shape of your legs. Letting your low back just start to open. It lifts off the floor on either side a little bit. This movement does not need to be big. And then when we bring the legs back to center, again, 3 options. A gentle option, just keeping both feet down on the floor. The right foot on the floor, your left hand on the left knee. You can draw your right foot into your right hip a little bit deeper, or you can reach for the back of your right thigh. So once you come here, let's relax the right foot. Let's relax the left foot. Gently shift the shape of your legs over to the right and draw the right knee in to the right shoulder. Pause here and breathe. And let the eyes be closed. Feeling the softness coming around the left hip. Relax the jaw. Let there be space between the top teeth and the bottom teeth. Just taking nice, steady, deep breaths. Letting go of tightness and tension and stress in the left hip. Staying grounded down in the low back. Let's take one more really nice deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, let's release. Let the right foot come down to the floor. Okay, the deepest expression of the pose here, of the twist, left thigh crosses over the right, hips scoot over to the left, legs drop over to the right as the arms reach gently away from each other. If you need to modify a little, then just uncross the legs and let the legs be stacked, both of them over to the right. Little more support. Let the left foot be on the floor, left knee is straight up so that you're a little bit more grounded down through the left hip, and then just gently let the right leg open to the right. So whatever version of the pose works for you, melt into it, and then just let go. You can turn your head over your left shoulder, if that feels okay, on the neck. You can have soft elbows here. Ease into the low back. As you breathe in, feel the space between your left shoulder and your left hip. So we're opening up through the rib cage. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bring the legs back to center. Even out the hips, uncross the legs. Let's hug the knees into the chest. We'll bring the forehead to the knees. And then we'll just take 3 breaths together here. One more time like this. Inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift. Exhale, out of the mouth, hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, arms reach up, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. And then one more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees into the chest. And then we'll take our time to come up to sit. So you can either roll to one side and press yourself up, or you can rock front to back and rock yourself up. We're going to take a few moments seated. So if you want to sit up on something, you can sit on a cushion from your couch or a pillow or a folded blanket. If you're super uncomfortable for any reason on the floor, you're always welcome to sit in a chair. But we're just going to take a few moments seated and sit comfortably. So you want to be supported. If you need to put something underneath the legs, folded towels underneath the thighs, feel free. So we're sitting cross-legged. Hands are just going to rest on the knees for a moment. Crown of the head reaching up, tailbone grounding down. Eyes are closed. And just take a moment to feel the crown of the head in line, shoulders in line over the hips, spine nice and tall and supported. And then we'll take 3 breaths together, reaching the arms out and up as you breathe in. So arms reach out and up, overhead, and then exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. From here, we're going to reach both hands up as you breathe in. As you breathe out, your right hand comes down to the floor, and then reach over to the right. We're going to inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches over to the left. Really open. And then move at your own rate here. The inhale brings you up. Exhale to one side. Just really reach. Relax the shoulder away from the ears. Inhaling to come up. Exhale to over. Really opening up around the lungs through the side body. It's a nice way to condition the lungs. And then we'll take one more time to the left, so ending on the left side when you're ready. Left hand comes down, left arm reaches over, and then when you're ready, we'll come back up to center. And then from here, inhale, we'll take both arms up overhead. Interlace your hands and just let your hands rest at the back of your head. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, lean the head back into your hands. Everything is soft here. Relax shoulders. As you exhale, the elbows are gently just going to draw in, and you're just going to gently drop the head. Just gentle here. Let the weight of the head, rather than a tug of the hands, relax the neck. The hands are just there for support. Inhale, lift the head. Open, lean back, and then exhale. Let the elbows gently hug in. Hands are barely on the back of the head. Just the weight of the head draws down. And then one more time, just like that. Inhale, lift the head, and then exhale. Drop the head. Keep the head dropped. Let the hands come down to the floor, to your knees. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Chin is drawn down towards the chest. And then gently bring the head back up. And then from here, we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Nice big diamond way out in front. So you have a nice big diamond here. We're just going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and then exhale, hinge forward. So you're hinging forward as if you're handing something to someone, trying to remain socially distant, so you're reaching to reach them, and then drop the hands down onto the feet, let the head drop. Just be here for a moment. Relax the back. You can sway the torso left to right. You don't need to be stuck in one still pose. You can find any movement that you'd like with the head, with the neck, with the torso. Just thinking about when you inhale, we lengthen the spine. And when you exhale, maybe you melt a little bit more forward and down. Try to find softness in the inner thighs and the outer thighs, hips and back. Take one more full breath in and a full breath out. Let's slowly make your way up. And then from here, we're going to make our way onto hands and knees. Feel free to put something under your knees if you'd like, a folded blanket or a towel. I have 2 mats instead of 1, so I have a little extra cushion here. So we're going to come right into child's pose. So the knees are wide, big toes touch, hips sink down towards the heels. We're going to start with the head down and your hands back behind you. So the head is down. If you need to put something under your head, you can. Try to let the head gently relax on the floor. If you need to modify, you need more support, you can stack your fists under your forehead. We're going to start with the backs of your hands rested by your ankles. The head is down. Your shoulders are heavy and down. So just let them kind of slump forward and down. Just pause here. Letting everything go. Visualizing anything that weighs heavy on the shoulders just rolling down and off. Feel your breath. Feel grounded down through the forehead. Try to find that connection to feeling grounded. And then when you're ready from here, let's just gently make our way up onto hands and knees. So coming onto table, the knees are going to be under the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide. You can move your hands a little bit forward if you feel tightness in the wrists. Let's take 3 breaths together here, moving the spine. As you inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin, soft elbows so that you can open up the chest. As you exhale, tuck the chin, push the floor down with your hands, round the back, tops of the feet pressed down. It's nice and slow, riding the wave of your breath from the toes to the crown of the head. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, push the floor down, open up the back, tops of the feet pressed down. And then one more time, just like that. Follow your breath, open up, letting the spinal fluid just flow through the spine, beginning to move the muscles around the back. And then here we'll come back to neutral. Crown of the head is forward, tailbone is back. We're going to take the right foot, send it straight back. Toes are down on the floor. Both hands are down on the floor. We're just going to rock front to back. So you're getting a nice stretch through the toes, through the arch, maybe even through the calf. And then coming back to neutral, the belly draws in, left hand reaches towards the front of the room, right foot lifts. We're going to just pause here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the belly in and up. Hips are square. Both tops of the hips are pointed towards the floor. We're finding strength and balance here. Taking a nice, full, deep breath in and a full, deep breath out. Nice. We'll take the left hand down to the floor. Right toes go straight down behind you. Left foot pivots to the left off of the mat. Roll to the arch of the right foot. Press the right foot flat into the floor as you lift the right hand to the ceiling. Lots of places to go from here, depending on where you want to be. You can stay right here, option 1. Option 2, you can lift your right foot. Option 3, you can scoot your left foot under your right foot so your arches are stacked. And then if you're feeling super strong and adventurous, you can lift your right leg. Only if you want to. You don't have to. Maybe you even bring that left foot into tree on the calf. Hips are lifted. Maybe you bring your top arm towards the front of the room. Lots of options here. Just breathe. Find the pose that works for you. Take a nice full breath in, and then we'll ease out. Come on down. Child's pose. This time we'll have the arms out in front. So your knees can be narrow or wide. Hips sink down towards your heels. Arms are reaching out in front, but let's keep the palms down and the forearms down. Maybe you walk them forward, and then as your forearms are down on the mat, then you just kind of pull your shoulder blades back and down. Rest your head if you can. And just take a moment noticing the depth of your breath, expanding the whole torso, feeling the back part of the lungs open. And then let's come back onto hands and knees. Find the pose where you're in line, so the hips are right over the knees, wrists are a little bit in front of the shoulders, crown of the head is forward, tailbone is back. We'll take the left foot straight back, toes are down on the floor, and then just a gentle rock. So you're just rocking back and forth, front to back, stretching out through the toes, through the arch. And then we'll come back to neutral. We'll lift the right hand towards the front of the room, and the left foot lifts. Belly draws in, and relax the shoulders. Everything else will just fall into place. But those two parts of the body, sometimes the opposite happens. The shoulders get tense, and the belly hangs down. So switch that up. Relax the shoulders, and then draw the belly in. Try to find that continuous, easy breath. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bring the right hand down. Left toes go straight down behind you. We'll pivot the right foot to the right. Roll to the arch of your left foot. The left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Okay. Play around. You can stay right here. Perfect. You can lift the left leg if you'd like. You can always come into the modified side plank where we cross the right ankle in front of the left. Or you can try to stack the arches of your feet. Or you can lift your left leg. Come into tree. Arm reaches up overhead. Whatever you'd like to do here. Just breathe, play around, see where you are today. Doesn't really matter. As long as you feel good, you're smiling, not taking anything too seriously that is physical in this practice. Just trying to breathe and be right here. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come on down. Find your version of the child's pose that you'd like. You can relax the hands by your feet like we did before. You can bring your hands way out in front. You can tent the fingertips. Let the head drop down. And take a few really nice deep breaths here. If you think about throughout the day, how many times you actually think about your breathing. I don't know about you, but the only times I ever think about my breathing during the day is when something is wrong. If I'm stressed or anxious and I notice that I can't really catch my breath. So it's so nice to take in the positive feeling of everything being just right and being able to breathe with ease. And just fill up, take it in, and empty. And let it go. When you're ready from here, you're just going to drop the hands down in front if they're not already there. Forearms are going to come down to the floor. You're going to come up onto your knees, so you're on your knees and your forearms. So just check in with yourself. Forearms are on the floor parallel. Elbows are under your shoulders. Your knees are on the floor. You're going to step your right foot back toes down. Step your left foot back, toes down. If you need to drop your knees, you can. Otherwise, you're right here. This is our favorite pose. It's our thing. So just breathe here. I'm going to change it up a little bit just so we have something to think about and focus on while we're here. If you would like to move a little bit with breath, we'll inhale, lift the right foot. Exhale, lower the right foot. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, lower. One more time on both sides, right? Lower. Again, this is just an option. You don't have to take it. Left and lower. Okay, you're here still. If you're with me, great. If not, rest on the knees. That's fine. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, shift your weight towards your heels. Inhale, forward. Exhale, towards the heels. One more time like that. Inhale, forward. Exhale, towards the heels. Back to neutral. If you're with me still, great. Otherwise, you're on your knees. That's okay too. 3 more breaths. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower the hips down right where they were. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then when you're ready, drop the knees. Walk them forward so you're back into that forearm table. And then sink your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. If you would like to walk your fingertips way out in front, elbows come down, palms come together into prayer. Bend your elbows so the thumbs reach for the back of your neck. And then you can scoot each elbow forward about 1 inch and then sink back deep. Shoulders are relaxed. Spine is lengthened. Reconnecting with the breath. Take a nice deep full breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to make your way up onto hands and knees. Send your feet over to the right. Come down onto your left hip. Send the legs around to the front. And make your way back down onto your back. So take your time to get there, to transition. Once you come to the back, the knees are bent. Feet are on the floor, hip width apart. Heels drawing in towards the seat. Palms would be down on the floor. We're going to take a few deep breaths together. As we move, inhale, arms reach up, hips lift. And exhale, arms come down, hips come down. So you might start to feel a little bit more open in the hip flexors, in the tops of the thighs. Inhale, lift, really opening up through the front, and the exhale's a lower. Take a few more of these on your own. Flowing with the rate of your own breath. So the inhale is long and the exhale is even. Feeling the lungs fill up and just float up like a balloon. And then as you exhale, you just drift down to the floor. Take one more full round of breath just like that. And then once you've come to the bottom of that exhale, you're going to draw the knees into the chest, but nice and wide. So a couple options here for happy baby. Option 1, holding on underneath the knees and let your feet lift so the bottom of your feet are looking at the ceiling. Knees are wide. Option 2, holding on to your ankles or shins. Option 3, holding on to the outside of your feet. Let the shoulders come way down away from the ears. Feel your neck get really tall and long. Your spine is lengthened and grounded on the floor. Hips are open. Able to breathe with ease. You can sway left to right if you'd like. Take a nice full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. And then here we'll transition to dead bug pose. Feet up towards the ceiling. Hands up towards the ceiling. Everything floppy and relaxed. So good for the blood flow in the body, for the lymphatic system. You can even take your hand on the opposite arm and just kind of massage the arm going down. Same with the other arm. Really good for the lymph fluid moving down towards the lymph nodes. Letting gravity help bring everything down, the blood down, everything pooling in the belly to nourish the internal organs. You can bring some movement here by wiggling the toes and fingers, hands and feet. Maybe you shake out the arms and legs. And then take a full breath in here. And as you exhale, we'll gently lower the feet and lower the hands. And let's come right into Shavasana. So find a relaxation pose. If you want to put a blanket or a sweatshirt on, feel free. If you want any support under the legs or head, you can. Otherwise, you can just stay right in the pose that you came into. If you'd like to let the legs go straight out in front, if that feels okay on your back, you can. Try to have the palms facing up. Completely relax through the ankles and feet. Once you find your pose, let the eyes be closed. Let your breath remain full and steady. Let there be space between the top teeth and bottom teeth. Feel the nice rise and fall of the chest and belly as you breathe. Feel grounded through the back and feel light through the front. And in times like these where the future is so unknown, I mean, the future is unknown anyway, but to not even know what our community will look like in even just a month is really sometimes hard to imagine. It's hard to picture. So that's why this practice is so important, to just learn to be in the moment. It sounds cliche, but really learn to just be here, present with your breath, free of worry, free of stress, free of anxiety. grateful for the moment that we have. Feeling grateful for our health at the moment, our families, friends. Just filling up on that feeling of gratitude is so much more powerful. The feeling of gratitude is so much more powerful than the negative stuff. So as we're here in Shavasana, let's just take the right hand over your heart, the left hand over your right hand, remembering that we are all connected. Not only are we here with each other, but we are here for each other. We're here for each other. We're here for each other. You can bring the palms together in front of your chest. You can bring the thumbs to your forehead. And then bring your thumbs to your lips. And then take your time here to transition slowly and gently out of Shavasana. Take your time.